What's going on, everyone? Justin here with Trading Cards and More, back with another video. Today was the card show in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Went out there. Usually it runs from 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock. Got there a little early. Went around, bought some cards. Just wanted to do a kind of quick video of what I bought, why I bought it, all that good stuff. So, first table I hit, picked up a few Anthony Edwards. His card prices definitely saw a spike recently. I thought $5 for a hoops and $10 for a Donruss was a pretty good price. These Donrusses have been looking pretty good for grading. Of course, grading's kind of shut off right now, but um, looks pretty good from what I could see. So picked those up, 15 bucks. Didn't really haggle the price at all, but I thought that was a good enough deal. I think the hoops is going for around 10 actually, so I'm not sure on the Donruss, but pretty good deal. I was happy to get those. Let's see, what did we get at the next one? Mad Sweeper, what's going on? Next table was my buddy's friend. He opens a lot of stuff. Peds cards, what's going on? Emerson Baseball, what's up? DK, slow down raw card buys, now with the grading. I don't see it happening. People are still buying, so. Seen this Bobby Dahlbeck blue that he pulled. These are going for about 15 to 20. And he said 10 bucks on it, so I was like, I'll go ahead and take that. His prices are pretty solid right now. Um, I seen a Sapphire Chrome rookie with an auto on it, on card. I don't know who Seth Brown is, but I figured if it's Sapphire auto, it's pretty sick card. I looked it up. It's around 15 bucks, and he was pretty much at like $5 on it, so I was like, score, I'll go ahead and get that. Then to even it out at 20 bucks, I got some Obi Toppins. I figured they're only worth a few bucks, but I think he's going to be a great player. And for a couple bucks a piece, pretty much less than that, 4 for $5 pretty much is what I paid. So I paid $20 for the lot. He was trying to get a little bit more, but I was like, I can do 20 bucks because I thought he said these were a buck a piece, and then he was like, no, the non-rookies are a buck, these are two, and I was like, I'll do 20 for everything. So he's pretty cool. He's pretty good on the prices. So Seth Brown is decent. All right, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I mean for that price, it was a pretty sick card. Um, we send the undervalued cards to ComC. Probably Ricky. Yeah. Colleen, what's going on? Uh, all right, let's see what else we got here. Trying to think what I got next here. I didn't spend tons and tons of money. A lot of people are pretty pricey and just you can't really find any deals. This guy had a lot of like 90 stuff, and I was kind of going through, and if I'd see a card, I'd pull it out and say how much. Pulled out the Lubob Chrome. He said 20 bucks. That's a pretty good deal. Probably a 25 to $30 card. And I've looked at a lot of these, and they are pretty gradable, so I went ahead and picked it up for 20 bucks. Use Card Hedger or something else to track your PC. No, I don't do that at all, unfortunately. If you get Randy Rosarina Sapphire Auto, it's like 200 bucks raw. Yeah, Emerson, my buddy Brett has Randy Rosarina Sapphire Auto. It's the green out of 50, and he's getting it back from PSA here in a few days. Andrew, the show's in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. I seen these Tim Duncans he had in there. Like I said, he had tons of like 90s stuff. He had mostly like older stuff, but I was like, how much on the Duncans? And he's like 20 bucks, and I was like, deal. Because I know I've been paying 30, 35 for these, and they're on ComC, I think they go for 45 or more. So I figured for 20 bucks a piece, worst case, I can double my money on them. Usually you want to look the backs over and make sure they're really solid, and then peel the this off and then send them off to get graded. And I've gotten a really good percentage of PSA 10s on these. So yeah. And then I figured I'd try tapping into the football market. He had a Burrow, a mosaic. I did pretty good on the Tyler Hero mosaic colors, like the pink and the orange and the green and all that. So I figured I'd take a risk and buy a Burrow. Um, there was another table and the guy wanted like 70 or 80 bucks for one of these. And this guy with excuse me, with everything I just showed, I was trying to get everything for 120. He said 130. So basically 80 bucks for these, bucks for the Burrow. So I went ahead and just pulled the trigger. I didn't spend a crap ton of money at the show, so that was kind of a pretty much my biggest purchase of the show. So uh, yeah, well his card's not raw, it's graded, so it's pretty good. Uh, couldn't go today, Andrew. That sucks. I picked up a Kareem 74 tops. I have one of these at PSA, I'm pretty sure. It looked to be in pretty good shape overall. A little bit on the corner here. It wasn't $75. He just had that sticker on it, but it was in his $10 pile. He said he had a card shop somewhere, but I've never heard of it. But yeah, pretty solid looking card. Kareem 74. It's basically his base card. He doesn't have a base card. It says All Stars, but $10 on that. That was, I thought, a pretty good deal. Then my buddy said that this guy was going around trying to trade off some Pokemon cards, and I kind of was looking at something else, and then he came up to me and was like, "Hey." So I looked this stuff over. He didn't have anything great that I really wanted other than this Charizard, and he had a Japanese shining Charizard just like this with the Japanese one, and I was like, I don't really want to go that much money on one of those. I said, how about this? I showed him a few of my slabs that I brought, and I had an Evolutions Charizard PSA 10, and I've got a handful of those still, and I haven't been moving them at all. So he said this was around 300. They're realistically more like 250 to 275 range for this card, but he said he just pulled it out of a pack. Looks pretty good from looking at it. So I was like, how much for the, or like, he's like, I'll give you that card for the Charizard, and he'll give me $100 cash. I figured it was kind of a win-win because I'm getting rid of a card, getting some cash in my pocket, plus I'm getting another card, which I can send this off to get graded once this grading opens back up. I already have one of these at PSA, but I was, be nice to get another one, so. Emerson, yeah, I use the Sports Card Investor app for sure. A lot of the stuff's on there. He also had some more cards in there, and it seemed like he was willing to throw something else into the deal. So I picked these two from the Shining Legends, the Shiny V Ditto and the Indeedee. I think the pair is worth about $15 to $20. So those were kind of a bonus. So I got the 3 cards plus $100 cash for those other cards, which helped me pay for the other cards because like I spent $130 on those. That was $10, so $140, $160, $175. So now I'm only at $75 out of pocket basically for all those cards, plus the trade. And then this other guy, which I bought from before, he's always has vintage cards. I got the Dave Winfield and the Willie Mays from him at the first show, which were a very, very good value. I seen the Jerry West. I wasn't really sure on the value on this one, but I figured I'd pick it up for my PC. Centering's it's pretty good for a 6. I mean, the card looks really solid for a 6. The edge over here is cut pretty bad. But other than that, the eye appeal on it's really good. So I'm surprised that I got a 6. It does have a few little spots on the back, which isn't like too big of a deal, but overall it's a really good looking card. I looked on eBay. There was one that sold for around 80 to 100, but then there was another one that went for auction for over $200, and it was like this month, or actually in March, it went for over $200. So I was like, holy crap, $80. One just went for 200. Like, I've got the 72 Jerry West at PSA, and I'm not sure if I have any other Jerry West cards. His rookie's from 1960 or whatever, the 61 Fleer. And I'll probably never own that. I mean, maybe one day, but so I've been looking at some of his other cards. I think his last year was 73 or 74. So this was I mean, even a 6 is a good grade for the 71 top set. The 71 top set's very, very tough. And just looking at this card, I mean, it looks really, really good for the centering and the color and everything, the eye appeal. So he ended up giving it to me for 70. I didn't even have to try to talk him down. I figured he'd come off of it a little bit. He's like $70, and I was like, deal. And then I was looking at this Wilt, which was sitting on the top. I don't have the 73 tops Wilt Chamberlain yet. I've been really trying to get one. You can see he had 25 on it, marked down to $10. Even getting one of these in EX in near mint condition, you're looking at probably like 40-50 bucks on eBay. It does have the little print defect there, which is pretty common. It's pretty off-centered, but all the corners look really good. And the edges are your typical cut edges, not perfectly cut or anything, but pretty solid looking. There's no like, not a bunch of snow on the background or anything. Just that off-centering that kind of puts it off. But I'll send it off and just ask for no qualifiers, and I'll take a 5 on it or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. The back is pretty off-cut too, even worse than the front. You can see that this almost gets cut off over here. But the back generally doesn't matter as much as the front. So, I mean, for $10, these Wilt Chamberlains are getting tough to find. This is the 73 tops. So I have the 74. I think I'm still trying to get the 72 and 71. I have the 70. The 69 is pretty expensive. And then, of course, his rookie, the 61. So, a guy like Wilt Chamberlain, there's really not a lot of cards out there of him, especially if you just want the base card. You got the rookie card. You got the 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So there's only like 7 cards, unless you start going into, different cards in the set that just have them on it. I just prefer to just go for the base cards though. So glad to pick that up. I mean, $10, you can't really go wrong. Like I said, even if it gets a 5, I'll be fine with that. So a couple cool cards, nice dealer to work with. Like I said, I worked with him the last time with the Willie Mays and a couple other cards. And he's really reasonable on the prices, and he gave me a deal on those. So that was all I picked up. Try out any different grading companies. I'm just gonna wait it out. Peds. I'm sticking with PSA. I've been using them for 4 years. I realize this kind of sucks with the shutdown and everything. From what I've been hearing, they're really trying to get it all figured out, and hopefully in the next 3 months they get it figured out. And maybe they open another location in the Midwest or the East Coast or something and really start hammering it. Because you think about it, why would they want to like not grade cards? It's not like they don't want to grade your cards. It's just they have so many that they literally can't get to them. I have some good cards graded by GMA. I'd crack them out of the case. GMA is kind of a junk grader in my opinion. I've bought some GMA cards and they'll say 10 on it, and you look at it and there's a bunch of damage on the card. You're like, how is that even possible that it's a 10? So GMA's kind of got no reputation as far as that's concerned, in my opinion. But not a lot of high dollar stuff or anything. Like I said, anytime I was trying to get something, they were just too high on the price. I was trying to get some Burrows. This is my first like football card I bought, really. I mean, I was trying to get some Herberts, but like I said, usually there's issues with the card, off centering or something, or some surface, or they're just asking crazy prices, and because they know that the prices are low right now in the off season, they're gonna go up. So PSA, pretty slow appraisers. That's funny, Doku. That's a good one. Yeah, SGC, they raised the prices to 75. I wouldn't even send them to them either. I mean, even when they were $25 a card, I wouldn't have sent any cards in. Because I'd rather just send the cards in and get the most money for the cards rather than go for a grader that's only going to yield you half as much money for a 10. It's just not worth it in my opinion. It's pretty much PSA or nothing for me. But yep, I'll stay chatting. If you guys have any questions at all, do feel free to ask the questions. Basically, I got the $100 cash for the Charizard, so that kind of made the amount of money that I spent a lot less, which was nice. Because in the Economwalk show, I spent about $850, but I did get the really nice rookie card of Pete Maravich that I was pretty stoked about. So it's always nice to get a few vintage cards for the collection, and then the rest of it's either a couple of them I might grade, and then the rest of them I'll just sell them off, kind of make a little bit of money. What do you think about the Kobe documentary coming up? Um, yeah, I mean it could spike his prices up. His prices are have been all over the place. Pretty much Kobe stuff's pretty expensive as it is. I know all of his like on card autographs are going for crazy money. His rookie cards, they're all going up. So I don't know if the documentary at this point will really spike it up at all. But get your Kobe's while you can, pretty much until before the prices just go crazy. Because I've got a handful of his rookies in my collection. So a couple PSA 10s, some 9s, and I think I got some more at PSA. Then I got some just non-rookie Kobe's. 96 Skybox Star 2000 card. Nice. That's a good one. Yeah, I had his Topps PSA 10. Um, I had a few of the different ones, sold them, and then I recently got some of them back from PSA, so I've just held on to them. Jordan and LeBron market is down. Yeah, it's definitely dipped down. I mean, I've seen a few Jordan rookies at the show. One guy had a 7, I think he said like 15 grand, 16 grand, something like that. PSA 7 Jordan rookie. Last show I was at, there was a 8.5. I think that was actually priced really good. But yeah, the Jordans definitely kind of dipped down. But I think that was to be expected because everything just shot up so crazy there in February. Everybody's going nuts over vintage stuff. And it was just, a matter of time before the market kind of cooled off on the stuff. Sold the Nike Promo 85 card, BGS 9, 45.50. Dang. I know a PSA 9 was up around 10 grand. I got that card at PSA right now because I cracked it out of the case. Was a PSA 7, and I just was not happy with the 7 grade. Pulled it right out of the pack myself, so I sent it back to PSA. Should get it back here in a few months. It is Express, but their Express is definitely going a lot slower than normal. So hoping to get that back in an 8 this time, but we'll see what happens. Bought it for $240 last year. Holy crap! Did you buy it and then grade it yourself, or because they were going for like, I guess raw they were going for 300, 400, right around that range. So I could see buying it raw for 240, and then it was already graded as a BGS 9. Holy crap! Did you buy it before the documentary then? Because I mean, my sealed one I got for $400 and then graded it myself. But a BGS 9 for 240, and you bought it in 2020. It must have been before the documentary because after that everything just blew up. So that's a pretty good ROI. You got what, 2,000% ROI pretty much, almost. That's pretty damn good for 1 year. But I'm holding mine for the long term. I really wanted to get his Fleer rookie, but I'm not gonna fork over that kind of money. Like I said, even the 7 they wanted like 15 grand or whatever. It's like last year when I was looking at the 8, it was like 5 to 6 grand, and then it just shot to the moon. And I knew that was pretty much the end of that. I'm not just not gonna own it. It's not a big deal. I got the Nike promo. I'm happy with that. Um, yeah, it's a bank breaker for sure. I'm just trying to, with PSA shut down, I'm just trying to kind of lay low for a few months, get some PSA orders back here, get some cards sold, get some money in my pocket, and just kind of see what the next move is going to be. Because who knows when they say they want to be back with all the services by July 1st, but who knows if that's going to be the case, or if they're going to come back with one service and then whatever the price is going to be, and then the next service comes back and so on. It's like, who knows if they're going to have limits or what's going to happen. So it's just kind of don't want to throw too many chips at it right now, being that we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Because with PSA in the last year, it's just been really unpredictable. I mean, they had price raise after price raise after price raise. It was like cards went from $8 to $10 to $12 to $15 to $25. And then now they just got it completely shut down where you can't even send anything off unless you're sending Super Express. So it's like, do you really want to have a lot of money tied up into it, not knowing what the future's gonna bring on it? You know what I mean? Old lady doesn't know what the card is. Yeah, that was probably not gonna happen. Got an 87 and an 88. That's enough. Yeah, second year, third year Jordan for sure. I mean, or you can just buy a reprint Jordan, I guess. There was one table that had a bunch of just reprints of like big cards. It's like pretty much worthless owning a card that's not a legit card, but people will pay money for it just to. I don't know what the point is, but went to Walgreens and got a seven Donruss packs. Nice, yeah. My buddy opened a Brett. He opened a bunch of those Walgreens Tops 2021 packs with the yellows. He pulled some really good cards. You got the Adele, you got the Bohm, he got a bunch of cards. So, but yeah, that was it for the show. Just wanted to do kind of a recap and um, got home, was pretty tired, took a nap. So I was up pretty early to get to that show. The next show is in Oconomowoc on the 17th. So 2 weekends from today is the Oconomowoc show. So I'll probably be going there. And then we got a PSA order coming back. Hopefully on Monday. It's the express order from February. So look forward to that. Make sure you're subscribed for that and have your push bell on. GMA, I got GMA 788 Jordan number 17 for 200. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't buy anything GMA. Pretty much if it's a GMA 7, it's pretty much whatever the raw price is probably what you should pay. And I have no idea what that card's going for. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. Chesh breaks. Yeah, you got here a little bit late. Just replay the video. Pretty much just showing what I bought. Didn't really spend a crap ton of money. Yeah, there was a Lou Alcindor Kareem rookie there. It was the same one at the Economoc show, but I looked at it and it just did not look good. It was a 4, but I wasn't gonna drop $2,000 on it. So yeah, you can still replay the whole video. So, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments or whatever. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.